welcome back to my channel. Teacher Kim here. So, if you watched my last video, you know I talked about dealing with clients and being professional, right? Well, this video is not the same, but it is along the same line of being professional. In this one, we're talking about tech issues. What do you do? So I'm going to give you what happened to me. Last week, Windows did a new update, right? Windows 10 updated again, of course, right? Every, month now lately he's been updating? Well, usually it's not a problem. So after I got off work on Saturday morning, my computer had been telling me it needed to update. That my computer is set to download the update while I'm not teaching, the hours I'm not teaching, and to let me know when it needs to be updated so I can restart it in my time. If you have not set your computer that way as an online ESL teacher, please go in there, go to settings, set it up so that it is not downloading or restarting while you're teaching. That is not a good idea. You want it done when you're not working. So if you work like I do nights, I work 10 p.m. till 9 a.m.-ish. That's my window that it's not allowed to work. It needs to do all of it outside of that window. So I have mine set up that way. Do that. It will save you. Trust me. I've seen so many people have that problem. Anyway, mine had already downloaded one day during this past week. I had not had time to update it. So it needed to be restarted and finish the download process. After class on Saturday, I got off work. I pressed it to download. I left it alone. It could take as long as one. I have no clue how long it took. Some people said theirs took 3, 4, 5 hours. I know after 30 minutes, mine wasn't very far along, but I didn't check back. Hours upon hours later, when it was getting close to time to go to work again, I got back on my computer, and of course, my computer was not off, but it was dead asleep. Like I had to press the power button to wake it up. So I got it started, got logged in, and everything set up as far as I thought. But Manicam said it couldn't recognize my driver. Well, at this point, I'm getting a little close to my class time. So I went ahead and I was with iTutorGroup that night. I went ahead and started my classroom. Not a big deal. I'll fix it as I go along. Well, Manicam looked like it does right now. It looked great. But when I went to pull it up in the classroom, it wasn't on there as one of my cameras. It gave me my computer built-in camera and my Logitech camera, my external webcam. Great cameras, but I really like Manicam. I like pulling up pictures of things during class. I like, if I'm talking about angry, to show angry. I like things that move and dance and how cute. Okay. And I like that it's zoomed in. My regular camera, if I'm not on Manicam, looks like this. I don't like it as much. I don't like feeling like I'm this far from the camera. I like to be a little closer. With this, my new setup, I can be a little farther back if I want to be. Like I can scoop back if I want. But I like to be here, and I like this to be zoomed in one time so that my border is completely covered, my background's completely covered, and it's cute. And I can use my Manicam. And then when I'm with iTutorGroup, I don't have, if you notice, I do not have the logo behind me. You do have to have the logo, so I have it down here through Manicam. Well, it wasn't recognized. What do you do? You're already in the classroom, right? I got in the classroom 10 minutes early, and I let IT know that I couldn't see my camera. Class started. I was trying to figure it out. IT said I needed to restart the classroom. Restart Google, restart classroom. So I did that really quickly, got back in the classroom. I am teaching. My camera's black. The kids could hear me. They couldn't see me. And they were low-level kids, so I really needed them to see me to see what I was doing. So, again, I let IT know. Always let your IT department, fireman, IT, whoever, know that you have a problem. They may not be able to fix it. They may not know how to fix it. Not really. at least let them know. So I did. And while they were trying to refresh the classroom for the 100th time, it dawned on me, I just updated Windows and Manicam said the driver wasn't recognized. I bet I need to uninstall and reinstall Manicam. Duh. So while I'm teaching, I go on to my Windows, pull up my Windows screen, go to under the little Manicam icon, and it says uninstall Manicam. So if you've not ever done this, or if you have, you'll know two things. One, it's not hard to uninstall. Two, don't select the boxes. When it pops up for uninstall, it's going to have 3 boxes that offer to reset and replace everything from your computer. Don't do that. You're not needing to do that. Just leave them unticked and click OK. We'll let it uninstall completely. As soon as it finished uninstalling, again, while I'm still teaching, my students had no clue I'm trying to fix it. I went ahead and pulled up my Logitech camera so they could see me at this point. I'm teaching and they can see me, but they can see it like this. So they can see that I have stuff behind me. It's not perfectly squared, and I didn't have my logo. I didn't want to get in trouble. So here I am freaking out. Remember I talked about my last video, professionalism. I didn't look like I was freaking out. I looked calm, and I was teaching and engaging, and the kids were laughing. And down under the desk, under my water, I was kicking my feet, trying to get Manicam loaded. So I went to the Manicam website. I logged into my account. By the way, if you make sure your Manicam account is set up when you're buying it, when you're free version buying it, whatever. I logged into my account. I re-downloaded it. And this is all while I'm teaching. So in the classroom, I told my students, even though I know they didn't understand, just for the state of stating it, for just to state it out loud, I'm going to go black for a second. I'm going to go dark for a second. Give me a second. I'm going to keep working with you, but you're not going to be able to see me while I fix this. Kids are like, oh, ha, and they're just having fun, right? Little kids, gotta love them. So I switched over to my internal camera in the classroom for iTutorGroup. Then Manicam pulled up, and I reloaded my camera. So my students saw black for a minute. I reloaded my camera so it came on here. And then I went back in the classroom, refreshed the classroom. It caught Manicam that time. It popped up as an option. I clicked on it, and we're back in business. This took about, from the time that I realized that Manicam wasn't working and logged into the classroom, 8 minutes before, I think it was 8 minutes before my class when I got in, to the time I got it fixed was a total of about 16 to 20 minutes. So I was a good 8 to 10, 12 minutes into class by the time I got this fixed. Now, with other companies, with VIPKid, I probably would have gotten a teacher IT because they couldn't see me. I know this. With iTutorGroup, because they could hear me, because I told them I was working on it, and because I did pull up a video, they let me stay in the classroom. This is why it's so important to continue communicating with your IT department. It's possible with VIPKid the fireman would let me fix it if I told them. I don't know. I hope to never be in that situation. I probably would have just, honestly, with VIPKid, I probably would have just talked with my camera because I don't need the logo. And, oh, sorry about that. I would have just talked with my camera and I would have just let it go. With iTutorGroup, because I do need to have the logo and I can get in trouble for not having it. Also, I have my shirt like this and my hair covers it. iTutorGroup, you're supposed to wear a red collared shirt, and I had forgot to put mine on. I had this shirt on, which is red, and you can't tell it doesn't have a collar because my hair's in the way, but I didn't have a red collar shirt on. So I want to make sure when I put the logo up, if you notice, it really takes away any noticeableness. It just shows the red and it looks just like a regular shirt. So I wanted to make sure all that was taken care of. And like I said, when I zoomed out, I'm a little more visible and didn't want to be. So I literally was sitting forward teaching so they could only see my shoulders like this. And once I was able to relax, everything's back to normal. I can relax again. But not the point. The point is, all that to say, that's a big IT issue, right? That's a stressful moment. But I kept going. I taught the class. And drum roll, because remember, at iTutorGroup, you can know the ratings right away. I got 2 10s for that class. So I got 10s for the students who didn't even know why I wasn't there for a little bit, visibly there. They didn't have a clue. I did what I had to do to get everything back working, and I have not had any problems since. I will give you a piece of advice. Don't be like me. Don't wait till it's close to class time to make sure your computer is back up and running after an update. Do all that beforehand. It was stressful. It was beyond stressful. But like the duck. Remember I talked about in the last video, be like a duck, be professional, like a duck. You couldn't tell. You couldn't tell on screen that I was stressed out or that I was freaking out or that I was anxious. You couldn't tell. And that's what you have to do. When you are having IT issues, when maybe your microphone's not picking up right or whatever's going on, have backups. Be prepared to do alternate things. Change things up if you have to. Don't be afraid to change things up if you have to. And be like a duck. Be professional. Look professional. And last tip, fix everything early. Which is what I should have done. If you have Cam and if you have to update Windows, when you reload it, always make sure it doesn't say anything's wrong with the drivers. If it does, uninstall, reinstall, and it'll work just fine. Promise. But yeah, that's my tips of the day. My tip of the day today is just keep going. Don't give up. Don't freak out. Don't go, the world's ending. Because that's how it feels. It feels like the world's ending when something's not going the way you want it to. But just keep going. So let me know, what would you do if you were me dealing with no camera and teaching a class with 2 students you don't know? How would you handle it? What would you do? Would you have been able to stay calm? Would you have gotten those 10s? Let me know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.